Okay, so we're going to do the blog now, right? Alright. First, I want to say hi and thanks for coming. I posted out on my Instagram and Facebook stories that I was going to do a blog post today about something very extreme that happened to me yesterday. But before that, I want to take advantage of the people that may actually be here and talk about some of the other things that I've been up to. Now, the painting of the library and the preschool at my primary school is going super well. I already ordered the paint. I just need to organize transportation. But it's been relatively difficult for me to organize transportation because I haven't been around for a couple weeks. In and out. I come back for maybe a day or two, but in general, I've been out traveling all over Swaziland to record for PCV Cribs. We've got, I think, 7 people already, 3 more to go, and Peace Corps is going to release each video in a 10-episode series. So I am super excited about that. Recently we had Halloween, which was also entertaining. I've been all over the place. I filmed in different regions in the kingdom. Some of the sites that we went to were above and beyond what one would expect from Peace Corps service, but they are still volunteers' homesteads. Some of them are pretty much what you could expect. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. Just yesterday, I was walking through my community, and one of my students came out, and he says he really enjoys my company, and he wants to walk with me, but not too far because he has to go back. Because I think he was leaving from church, and he had to go back and meet up with his family. But we walked for a good 20 minutes before he turned around and went the other way. And we talked about how school was going. We talked about what he was going to do later on that day. Just cool stuff, and he said he enjoyed my company, and that made me feel good. Now, since I've been filming these PCV Cribs videos, I would have to say that my house was very, very disorganized. Keep in mind, these guys and gals were prepared for a PCV Cribs shoot. So, they really made their places look organized and clean. But when I came back after getting my food, I looked around and I was like, wow, this place really needs to be cleaned. I completely rearranged things. My bed used to be over here where you're looking at me, and I moved it to the other side. And I put a nice little desk area because my booty comes often and we work on his homework together. So I set this little workstation up. A good place also because I'm going to be editing all of these videos forever, it seems like, all these Cribs videos. So this is a nice little workstation for me. I have my computer here, my phone, the hard drives. I moved my bed to where my kitchen was, and when I moved my kitchen, I cleaned it hardcore with bleach, and I changed the tablecloth. I set up a bug net too because Pops ate my last bug net. A wonderful little puppy trying to chew giant holes in bug nets. Pops did, she destroyed my bug net in my bed and a pair of flip-flops that I bought when I was in Mozambique. But that's what happens when you have a puppy who's teething. But this goes into the real story, and I do have pictures and I have a video. Before I really get into anything, I would like to say the culture here is different. Snakes are feared because a lot of them are venomous. I mean, I come from Pennsylvania where the 2 venomous snakes are copperheads and rattlesnakes. Here you have various kinds of mambas, various kinds of cobras. You have the adder, but you have a ton of venomous snakes here. So generally people see snakes and it's everyone's duty to kill said snake. I would like to preface this by saying, when in Rome, do as Romans do. And I have a small dog, and This is my house. I would respect a snake if it were outside more than I would when what happened happens. I certainly don't have any pictures of the snake alive because when it was alive, I was too busy killing it. So, here's how the story goes. I am cleaning. I already made everything over here nice and clean. I had moved my table from the far wall and I brought it all the way around, and I was clearing out the things that I kept, the bins that I kept under my kitchen table. In those bins are things like some of my camping gear, food that obviously I don't want to just leave out, so I keep some food in the bins. I have dog care items. Basically, it's just where I keep a lot of stuff. So I was just clearing all that out of there, but also, if you remember, there's a table there, so I don't really go behind the table much ever, because I can't get back there, and B, I have all this stuff piled in front of it. But at this point, I had already moved the table, and I pulled all these bins out, and I was sweeping. I'm sweeping, and then there's a curtain like this over there, which you'll see in the video. I go and I move the curtain out of the way. And out of nowhere, this massive cobra. I mean, in my mind, it's massive, but later on, I hear from the Peace Corps Safety and Security Manager that it's a baby. So it was just massive to me, but apparently it gets a lot bigger, which is horrifying. And also, it means that there could be some more around, because it's more than likely a baby that strayed from its family, which means its family might be very close. So that's also something. So anyway, what happened was I moved the curtain out of the way, and this giant cobra came right out, flying out. Given it wasn't attacking me or anything like that, but it just flew right from behind one of these curtains. And like, this is a house that I've been living in for over a year, and I keep the windows closed and my door closed, and I never go back there, so all I'm thinking is, how long has this snake been back there? So I open it, and it flies out, and instantly I think, dog, who thankfully did not see this serpent. The first thing I do is I scream, given it was an adrenaline-fueled command, so I didn't mean to scream, and I didn't mean to scare the hell out of my dog. I screamed at the dog. I said, "Go to your bed, stay. Oh, now she's looking at me. She's instantly like, what's going on? She was already in her bed, and I'm pretty sure she was asleep, so like, she's just like, what's going on? I step in between the dog and this snake that's darting across the room, and this is all happening within 10 seconds, because I'm not messing around with a venomous cobra in my house. This is my house. You do not come to my house with venom in your face. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. So as soon as I make sure that I'm between the dog and this snake, I just take the back end of the broom, and I just go to town. I just take it and I go smack. It's actually this way. And I go smack. And I keep hitting this thing until it's dead. Till it's done. It's no longer a snake, it's a smear on my boot. After that, I grab the leash and the dog, and I go outside. When I first got here and we had to tackle the problem of 2 black mambas living in my latrine, I was told that in the case of snakes, I would either go to my booty, Lundi, or my host mother. And luckily, as soon as I left my house, I saw Lundi. Once Lundi came in with the dog, that's when I started recording the video. After the video, we took some photos. You're gonna see those too. And those are the photos that we submitted to the safety and security manager. And he was the one to identify the snake for me. Before you watch the video, I'm going to tell you what kind of snake that is. It is a black cobra. It's not a black mamba. It's not just a cobra. It is a black cobra. A venomous, angry snake. So, enjoy the video and the pictures. Okay, so I'm cleaning my house when I move this out of the way to sweep behind it. This was behind my kitchen table where I haven't really been since moving in. So I moved this out of the way, and this thing was alive at the time. Came flying out from behind the damn curtain. Yeah, it's still moving, but I think that's a mamba. I could be wrong, a black mamba. I could be wrong though. But yeah, that just happened. Just now, I ran outside after smacking the shit out of it with my broom handle. I ran outside. I mean, this was my broom. Now it's just a mangled piece of snake killer. And I went outside and got my booty.
Pops is safe.
And Pops is safe. I grabbed Pops, and I got my booty. And yeah, so I just had, and it's still moving. See? Look, watch his head. It's still moving. I don't know. Can you see it? But yeah, that's a snake that was living where I'm about to put my bed. Yeesh. Side note, I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine, Feebush, another volunteer here, and we were trying to figure out the meaning of all of these snakes that I've been seeing and all of these snakes that are around my region. We decided that through interpretation of these snake-related incidents, it's symbolizing the overcoming of evil and dominating the serpent while protecting the dependent pupper. So I like that. I think that's appropriate, and it's about protection from evil and where one stands between the innocent and evil. Honestly, I think service in a lot of ways can reflect those things. Evil being the serpent, or evil being HIV, or evil being any of the other things that we all tackle or try to tackle in a day. So I want to know in the comment section below, what would you do in that situation? What would you do if you saw a giant cobra just come out from behind a curtain when you are cleaning? What would you do? I want to know. Let me know. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. It'll all be around my head somewhere, I'm sure. Thanks for listening. Go well.